The recent teaser trailer for Kingdom Hearts Missing Link gave us so much to think about before the game's release, but I do think there's one concept that might be a game changer for the Kingdom Hearts story overall, the Astral Plane. Welcome back everyone, this is your girl Empowered Muse, and today we're going to explore as much about the Astral Plane as possible from what we know so far from the recent Kingdom Hearts Missing Link teaser trailer, Quadratum, and the concept of reality and fiction. So from the teaser trailer, we see that apparently Keyblade wielders travel the Astral Plane to defeat the Heartless as told by this new mysterious character who is very likely one of Ephemer's descendants, which I really can't wait to get more information about her, and I really hope she's going to be one of the main characters for Kingdom Hearts Missing Link. And we're also told in the teaser trailer that the Astral Plane is actually the world connecting existence and non-existence, which sounds very much like the realms of reality and fiction, especially since fiction alludes to a thing or an idea that doesn't naturally exist in the real world. So it seems that the Astral Plane is being set up to actually become a very important concept for possibly the Lost Master arc. So based on the info that Keyblade wielders, at least of Missing Link's era, traveled to the Astral Plane as a way to defeat Heartless, it seems that the Astral Plane might have actually been some way of traveling to other worlds. And we kind of see this in the scene where player is drifting in some sort of mysterious stream towards a point of light. So assuming that player was drifting within the Astral Plane at the time, this seems to be how Keyblade wielders of that time traveled. So since Keyblade wielders traveled to the Astral Plane to defeat Heartless, but the Astral Plane also connects existence and non-existence, I'm kind of imagining a stream where other worlds exist along the way, but the Astral Plane itself has some sort of border separating what we know in the Kingdom Hearts universe as reality from the realm of fiction or non-existence. And I think it'd be even more interesting to see just how Keyblade wielders gain that ability, or perhaps it's something similar to when we see Sora and the other current Guardians of Light use their keys or hearts to pierce through some sort of ceiling or border in order to travel to another world or realm. Most notably, we see this when Sora travels to the Sleeping Realm at the end of Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, and again in the in-game sequence for Kingdom Hearts 3, when the Guardians of Light join Sora and Master Xehanort after the final battle. And again when Sora goes back to the final world to begin his search for Kairi. So if the stream that player is traveling through is in fact the Astral Plane, maybe what we're actually seeing is a more detailed view of just how Keyblade wielders travel without such technology, like a gummy ship or the Keyblade armor gear, instead of there being a more simple cut from point A to point B like we've been seeing in previous games. But if the Astral Plane is a form of traveling, and it does in fact connect existence and non-existence, are there certain limitations that come with this connection? Perhaps this is why there's such a question right now of whether Sora can really return home without any trouble, or why if you do travel to the area of non-existence or fiction as a Keyblade wielder, you'd have to possess a great deal of power and strength, and those Keyblade wielders who might just be starting out may not be able to travel as far. It could also be how Sora was able to save Kairi in her fight against the Xehanort memory in Melody of Memory, but had no voice. Maybe it's easier for most of your physical form to traverse through the Astral Plane from existence to non-existence or vice versa, but at the cost of certain powers, or even someone's voice. That's why Sora was unable to speak or make a sound from where he was, which was very likely Quadratum at the time, when he appeared in Melody and Memory to fight Kairi's memory of Xehanort. So going off of the possible limitations of the Astral Plane, is there something in the Astral Plane that can maybe guide someone from existence to non-existence, or in Sora's case, from existence or fiction back to his home in the realm of light? And I think this line was in the trailer for a reason, to maybe point to that possibility that there is a way for Sora and Riku, for that matter, to make their ways back to the realm of light. Also, considering we see the Master of Masters also in Quadratum, and Luke's sword possibly recompleting there as well, it stands to reason that there's clearly a way to traverse back and forth from existence to non-existence, and very likely via what we now know as the Astral Plane. However, maybe there's a reason the Astral Plane wasn't touted as a simple solution to Sora disappearing by this point. Perhaps the Astral Plane can be used by Keyblade wielders, but they have to give up something or take on a huge risk by going back and forth between existence and non-existence. So far, we really can only say that perhaps the Master of Masters and possibly a few other foretellers have used the Astral Plane to get to non-existence or unreality or fiction at this point. But maybe even they who are powerful Keyblade wielders of ancient times took on a huge risk or have sacrificed something in order to cross from existence to non-existence. So while the Astral Plane may be used as a tool to cross from existence to non-existence and vice versa, we don't really know at what cost or even whether the flow of time will be similar between those 2 points. Because maybe there is a risk that one could go from existence to non-existence fairly easily, but at the expense of decades or centuries passing while traversing between these specific points. Which is actually why it might make sense for us to see the Master of Masters or another foreteller appear in Quadratum, but also why it might be a big question of whether Sora and Riku will be able to return home in one piece. And if you notice, I haven't really mentioned what this could mean for someone like Strelitzia, who we saw in the first Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, or even the mysterious Subject X, and that's mainly because one or both of them could really be Data versions and not necessarily their original selves, so the rules might be even more different for Data compared to original beings. But there's also something interesting about the Astral Plane, and it's basically the question of why are we only learning about it existing during the Missing Link era? The fact that we haven't even heard of such a concept until Kingdom Hearts Missing Link may indicate that the Astral Plane may not even be usable in the present day of Kingdom Hearts. Or maybe it's a very guarded secret that got lost after the events of Missing Link. Because it seems like Missing Link is going to take the opportunity to build out the concept of the Astral Plane, so I think we'll get quite a lot of information in Kingdom Hearts Missing Link about what the Astral Plane is, how it's used, and maybe even how easily one can travel from existence to non-existence using the Astral Plane. But as far as why it hasn't come up in present-day conversations and discussions with neither Master Yen Sid nor Ansem the Wise, I think there's a strong indication that either something happened for the knowledge of the Astral Plane to become lost, or that something happened to the Astral Plane itself. Which kind of tells me that there might actually be something deeper or even more sinister that occurred during the era of Missing Link in order for that era to be lost or forgotten. I mean, sure, it might be as simple as Lushu, or who we assume to be Lushu, covering the gazing eye on the no-name Keyblade while he was in Scholar at Kylam during that time, but there has to be a reason that no other records were seemingly passed down into the present, not even conversations of which societies or founders present-day Keyblade wielders would be considered a descendant of. And so this entire concept of the Astral Plane definitely presents more questions than answers right now, but I bet we'll see just how important it'll be not only in Kingdom Hearts Missing Link, but going forward in the Lost Master arc. But I want to hear from you, so let me know what you think about the Astral Plane in the comments below. If you want to explore some more Kingdom Hearts theories, I'll be linking another Kingdom Hearts theory video here in the end screen. And as always, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel if you enjoyed this video and want to watch more Kingdom Hearts content. And if there's anyone who may have questions about what to expect for the upcoming Kingdom Hearts games, be sure to share this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.